Hi everybody, it's Kathy here from Kathy Loves Scrap, and I'm coming to you on this Friday from the lands down under, and I'm joining Scrapasketch for the Friday reveal of the sketch. Scrapasketch is on Facebook and I'm known as KathyP there on the creative team, and this is sketch number 128, which is revealed every Friday, and this is the sketch that I've worked with this week, and here is my layout that I have created. Please join us on Facebook. You'll find it on Scrapasketch on Facebook, and I'll leave the details down below in the description box. But you can see how this layout turned out. Now I have these two photos here from on my recent cruise where I was in Cairns, and so I've collected some scraps here which I'm going to use on this layout, and I've also collected a whole lot of ephemera that matches the side colours in this that I've chosen to use. Now I'm going to use scraps to mount the backs of my photos. I've got this silvery backed paper with the coral on it, and I'm using the blue and the white, which is symbolic of the beach, and the colours of Cairns, which is perfect. So I'm just cutting in my frame, which is also part of the sketch that you can see. Now my frame is on the outside. It's not as big as the frame is in the sketch, and that's because my photos are bigger than the sketch, but that's okay, and it shows you how you modify and adapt sketches to suit you. I'm using this brocadey type of paper to use to mount the backs of my photos as the stacked paper underneath, and I'm also using the blue and white stripes to add more detail. So first of all, I have the photo with a very thin silver frame to carry through the colours. Then I'm putting it onto the striped paper, and that's carrying the frame to the layout. And then I'm using the layered brocade paper. Now, at first you will see this, and I have got the papers in the opposite to the sketch, but later on I correct that and put them in the right order so that there's the right spacing in this layout. I'm just working the photos, moving them around and making sure that they sit nicely, and then I'm going to tuck in the ephemera around it, and I am just putting in, and that's where you see I've moved it around so now that it sits properly. There I've put in some Vicky Booten flowers there from the paper. I've die cut some coral. I've done one in silver and I've done one in the blue to carry on the colours in the photo. In Cairns there's these giant sculptures on the esplanade, and the one down where I'm standing in the front of is a giant stingray, and at the front, in front of the Ferris wheel, it's meant to represent the coral reef. So I used colours throughout the layout to build the fishtail banners, which are on the side of the sketch, and fishtail banners are quite easy to do. You just cut your strips of paper, fold them, and then put the triangles cut into it. So it's quite easy really, not that hard to do, and if you cut it the same angle you end up with fishtails that look the same. So in the sketch there are 3 at the top and 3 at the bottom, so I'm layering those into place. Lisa has put one as the title and one for journaling. I am going to use one as a title and one with a quote. So I have a branding strip that had a quote on it, and I'm calling it Explore, and then it says travel through an unfamiliar area in order to learn about it. And so on this day, my daughter was fraternising with the cruise crew at the pool, so I left her to it, and I went walking through the esplanade and was exploring it and finding all the different little hidey holes and the different little sculptures that were along the boulevard. So it was quite nice to go along and do that. I'm just going to tuck in some sequins to add a little bit of bling. Ties in with that silver paper in the background. And I'm using the 3 colours that are in the photo. So I've got blue, a silver and a green, and you can see that that builds this layout nice and easily. This is a great sketch. You could use it for lots of different photos, lots of different themes. You can always come back and turn it around and have the fishtails going up You could have the photos going the opposite direction, but as you can see, it's just clean and simple, and you can build it as much as you like and bulk it out with your embellishments on the side. So in the cameras there, they're from Scrapasketch. They're printables from Lisa's range, and I've added in some dimension by putting in some glossy accents so that the lens looks like a real one. So I just, as always, have to put in a little bit of where we are and when we're there, and then I have a look at it, and I just, I just keep looking at all my layouts and think there's got to be just a little bit more to finish it off. It's not quite finished, and so of course here I go. I'm having to draw in a messy border. I'm drawing a messy line just to finish it, just to edge it, because I just couldn't leave it as paper butting to the paper. Just needs that little bit extra just to finish it off. So I'm just drawing in a messy line border. It doesn't have to be exact, doesn't have to be straight. That's the beauty of the messy line. And you just drag your pen down the page, and that's how it is. Put in a few little hashtags around it just to add a little point of interest, and there it is come together. Great layout, great versatility with this one. You can find it in the Facebook group at Scrapasketch. Come along and join us. Every Friday she has a new sketch up. This is us on Instagram. Please follow us. You can always go to www.scrapasketch.com and get the premium sketches and stencils and printables. This is my layout for this week. I loved how this sketch created it. It was just a great layout to work with. Have a go. I can't wait to see what you all produce. Remember, check out the Facebook group and you can see all of the other ideas that are being shared on that page. And as I said, every Friday Lisa puts up a new sketch for you to have a go at. Don't be afraid, they're easy, they're open to interpretation. Remember, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I'm Kathy from Kathy Loves to Scrap, and I really do appreciate the time taken out of your day to watch. Hit that subscribe button so you know when the next one's coming, and don't forget to leave me a comment because it lets YouTube know that you're interacting with my content and you want to see more. Find me on my socials under Kathy Loves to Scrap, particularly Instagram, where all my layouts end up, even those without the video. I really thank you for watching. Happy scrapping. Until next time.